It's time now for a look at sports with our Dana Green.
And Dana, a lot of high expectations up on the hill, but a lot of people talking about the attire.
Yeah, well, you know, the Utes are planning on making a deep run this season, and they want to stay as healthy as possible. And you may have noticed all the players wearing these protective helmets at practice. Well, research shows that they reduce the impact of those helmet-to-helmet collisions.
They may look a little funny, these big cushions strapped onto the helmets, but studies show that Guardian caps can make a difference when it comes to concussions, reducing impact by up to 20% if both players are wearing them. The NFL mandated most players wear the caps through the first couple weeks of training camp. That's why the Utes adopted that policy, and the coaches are all for it.
You know, the NFL made it mandatory for fall camp. You know, concussion-wise, you're always looking for a way to curb that through your drill work, through how you structure things, and if you can do it through a piece of a protective equipment, then that's all the better.
Anything to keep them as fresh and healthy, that's the biggest thing, is just the hits that they're taking, right? Just happens, you know, when we're a physical football team, so the more that we can keep them healthy and away from those, you know, head injuries, we're going to do everything we can.
While they do improve safety, the Guardian caps can be cumbersome and hot, and not all the players like them.
I'm not a big fan of them. I don't really know what's the science behind them. I think linemen's a good use for them because they hit a lot in the heads, but as far as outside goes, quarterbacks and stuff like that, I don't think it's really much use. But I guess we'll have to see when someone gets hit in the head and see if it really does work.
Could there come a time when we see some type of Guardian helmet used during actual games?
Could be, but there's some issues there with, from what I understand, with helmet manufacturers and their guarantees they make and stuff, and you know, maybe not being valid if you have something that's modified the helmet. So I don't know exactly all about that, but that would be something that would need to be looked at.
I think there's gonna come a time where they're gonna add extra padding to the helmets. I mean, look, football's a violent contact sport, but with all the concussions, there had to be modifications made, and kudos to the NFL for trying something during training camp. We'll see how much of an impact, so to speak, it has.
Well, yeah, and if it is having an impact on practice, why wouldn't you use it in the game? Right?
Well, you know, people love their logos, and
we'll find a way to get the logos.
You got to get them on there. They got to make football safer, and this is one way to do it.